Fellow Rotarians and guests, this is a very special day in the life of our Rotary Club as we recognize and award multiple Paul Harris Fellowships. As many of you know, the Paul Harris Fellowship is named for Paul Harris, who founded Rotary with 3 business associates in Chicago in 1905. The fellowship was established in his honor in 1957 as a way to express appreciation to individuals for a contribution of $1,000 to the humanitarian and educational programs of Rotary Foundation. Those programs include an array of different projects that save and invigorate the lives of people around the world and enhance international friendship and understanding. Foundation programs provide educational opportunities, food, potable water, health care, immunizations, and shelter for millions of persons. One example, through the work of Rotary Foundation, polio has been practically eradicated from the earth with a solid plan in place by Rotarians to complete the job in the near future. These activities are funded, implemented, and managed by Rotarians and Rotary clubs around the globe. Rotarians may also designate a Paul Harris Fellow to recognize another person whose life demonstrates a shared purpose with the objectives and mission of the Rotary Foundation to build world understanding and peace, as our club will do today in an award to a citizen at large. Recipients of today's awards will receive 3 emblems of the Paul Harris Fellowship: the certificate, the medallion, and the lapel pin. The certificate states that you have been named a Paul Harris Fellow in appreciation of tangible and significant assistance given for the furtherance of better understanding and friendly relations between peoples of the world. We urge you to display the medallion proudly and to wear the lapel pin as a symbol of your appreciation for the support of the programs of the Rotary Foundation. On behalf of the Albemarle Rotary Club and the Board of Directors of the Rotary International Foundation, please accept our congratulations and sincere appreciation for your commitment to the goals of world understanding and peace. This time I'll call on our club president, Gina Russell, to make our first presentation.
Rotarian Dick Storm, would you please come forward? Dick Storm has had a long and successful career in engineering with a primary focus in the field of power generation. Almost 20 years ago, he formed Storm Technologies Incorporated and has taken the company to a world-class level of engineering and combustion specialization. Here at home, he is well known and respected as a key employer and as a person dedicated to family, church, and community. Today, we celebrate his support of worthwhile humanitarian projects around the world. Dick, your contribution to the foundation of Rotary International is alleviating suffering, improving living conditions, and providing educational opportunities for young people at this very moment somewhere in the world. This is a truly selfless action on your part. Therefore, it gives me great pleasure to present to you, on behalf of the trustees of the Rotary Foundation, the 3 emblems of a Paul Harris Fellow: the certificate, the medallion, and the lapel pin as a token of our grateful appreciation of your love and support of Rotary initiatives worldwide.
Thank you, Gina.
Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate and recognize the newest Paul Harris Fellow, Richard F. Storm.
Well, I tried to get out of standing here before you, and John Louder kept on encouraging me. He says, you know, you just really ought to do this. And so I gave in. I'll tell you what, just coming and being with you people is special to me. I've had some difficulties in the last couple of years, didn't have time to work on service projects like a lot of you. And in our church, I'm a Methodist, you know, we take vows of membership of giving our prayers, our time, our presence, and our gifts. And I probably didn't get it in the right order. But anyway, sometimes if you can't give your service as much as you like, maybe you can up a little bit and write the check a little bit larger to the Paul Harris, the Rotary Foundation. And I feel good about the Rotary Foundation, what I've read and studied about the foundation. You know, and there's, I don't know how many nonprofits are represented in this room. You know, I look around and I see there must be 5 or 6 of you folks that are in good works, plus ministers of churches and other folks that are doing a lot of good things. But one thing about the Rotary Foundation, virtually all the money goes to doing the things that John and Gina just said. In fact, I went through the webpage and I was going to say some of the things that you already said, John, but you know what impressed me was the $200 million challenge for polio eradication, and I think we're $176 million there. I mean, you take Rotarians from all over the world and pretty well wipe out. When Ginny and I were going together, I remember taking the little sugar cubes of the Salk vaccine, and polio was still around in the 60s. Give her age away, but you all know that anyway. But anyway, Jonas Salk was quite a guy and quite a giving guy, and he started it, and then the Rotarians have just about, I guess if it wasn't for international conflicts, polio would be completely eradicated. But anyway, you got other awards to give, and I'm honored to be part of this group. I thank you very much. And Bob Gaither may have been the sponsor for Eric Johnson. He was, I don't know how many, he's probably sponsored a whole bunch. And I don't know whether I asked him or Bob asked me, but I ended up being a member, and I'm glad that I took the challenge and I joined you, and I am honored to be amongst you, and thank you very much.